Good morning from our third day in Sapporo. We only have around 2 hours left, or a little less than 2 hours, before our bus is gonna leave from around this area. But before that, we are going to go 10 minutes into that direction, because there is the very famous Onuma Koen, Odori Park, together with the famous Sapporo TV tower, clock tower. So yeah, whoa, it's very slippery because, as you can see, the weather is really good. So as the snow is melting, naturally it's kind of forming a little bit of ice. So I gotta be careful. We just wanted to really quickly check out the clock tower, and after that we're gonna continue for our 5-hour drive across Hokkaido down towards Hakodate, because we're gonna stay in a national park, or a quasi national park tonight. First up, let's check out that clock tower, see if it's really worth that everybody's talking about. This is the clock tower that I was talking about. As you can see, it's a pretty clear imitation of the famous Tokyo Tower, although a little bit smaller. But it does have a big clock in the middle, sponsored by Panasonic. So it is kind of a little bit of a better version of Tokyo Tower, I would say. And normally, as you can see over here, like on the very top, there's kind of an observation platform. And on the normal times, you can climb up there. I think for, I don't know how many yen, but I think it's less than 1,000 yen. And you can normally climb up there and you will be able to see a really beautiful view out on Sapporo. But as you know, right now it's Corona time, so yeah, the observation platform is unfortunately closed, so we weren't able to go up there. But yeah, otherwise would recommend, because you can see the park, it kind of just stretches on all the way until the mountains over there. So you can get a really beautiful view from the top, and you can kind of get a glimpse of how Sapporo is laid out in that kind of chessboard structure. Judy has apparently said that there's another clock tower. It's around, yeah, right the next street, which is another famous one, like an old building. So we're gonna check that out. And then we have another maybe like 30 minutes or so before we have to slowly start getting back to the bus stop. So yeah, let's go check out the second clock tower around here. And then it's gonna be off to Hakodate. The second clock tower over here, and you can take some pictures from downstairs. You can also enter it from 9 a.m. I think it's like 200 yen per person, $2 per person. But you can also, if you cross the street, there's a restaurant that's called Tony Romo's or Roma's, and from here up here you can kind of get like a panoramic view. And yeah, it's kind of this viewing platform over here, so you can snap some kind of overall pictures with like this cityscape of Sapporo, and also the tall buildings in the background. So that's cool. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then it's finally gonna be off to the bus. Let's go. Made it off the bus. We are now at Hakodate Hokuto station. But yeah, we're gonna continue tomorrow down towards Hakodate. Today we're gonna take a train, which is gonna leave in around an hour or so. We're gonna take a train back up for around 20 minutes up to Onuma Koen, which is a quasi national park, which is kind of, it's not really a national park because it didn't get the national park kind of registration, the proper one, but it's still gonna be nice. And yeah, I think for now we're just gonna find something to eat. Gonna piss. and then we're gonna take train to Onuma Koen. We are right now not on the train to where we are going to. We are in a small station because what happened was when I asked the staff inside the train station if the train is going to where we want to, he said yes, it's going to leave on platform 3, and I didn't double check, so I just trusted him. And when we got on platform 3, 2 stops in, I noticed that it's the wrong direction. And the problem is that this is a very local line, so there's, as you can maybe see, a train running at 12:50, and then the next one is at 3:08, and so the next one for us would be at 4:17. So we would have to wait for over an hour to get back, and then ride for another 30 minutes, and then walk for another 20 minutes. And by that time, we will already arrive way too late. It would already be past sunset, so we wouldn't get anything to see there. So we decided to take a taxi from the station. It's hopefully not going to be too expensive, but I'm guessing at around 5,000 yen, $50. Gonna be a pretty pricey taxi ride, unfortunately, but yeah, it's better than, I guess, missing out on doing anything at the spot that we are. But yeah, essentially just gonna wait here.
That's what I said.
Yeah, essentially just going to wait here for 10 minutes or so until the taxi arrives, and then it's gonna be a 30-minute taxi ride to 35-minute taxi ride to our hotel. So lesson for today is don't blindly trust staff in Japan, even if they are working at a train station, because they might still give you wrong information.
I'm not sure if he said 2 or 3.
He said 3. He said 3, and then yeah, that didn't double check, so that was my bad. But yeah, don't blindly trust staff. Always double check. Oh, so yeah, unfortunate. And we made it to Onuma, so we checked into our ryokan already. I'm gonna show you a room tour later because we just wanted to go outside quickly. And yeah, we are walking right now in the direction of the lake, which is frozen, which is completely frozen. And our taxi driver before told us that you can actually walk on it and also do some fishing on it, like by drilling a hole, ice fishing. But yeah, this town seems pretty quiet. There's not a lot of things going on here. The taxi driver also said that there's a lot of animals apparently here, so bears and a lot of deer and also some foxes, so fingers crossed might be able to see some. But yeah, right now we are going to a very famous spot. You said it's some kind of story in Japan, sen nantoka, or song.
Okay. Sen no kaze ni natta.
What does it mean? Okay, I might be able to put an explanation on something down below, but it's a very famous view that I think inspired the song, is essentially the explanation. So yeah, let's go check it out. Onuma National Park, as you can see, beautiful. I forgot the name of the mountain, but I'm gonna write it down below. But it's really beautiful. As you can see, the sign, as it says, this is one of Japan's best new free views. So Japan likes to have kind of free best views, free best mountains and stuff like that. And out of the 3 new best views, this is one of them in Onuma National Park. We're also gonna, in a couple of days, we're gonna go to the one of the best original new views. And yeah, this national park essentially is made out of, as you can see over here, kind of like small little islands, and they are accessible via a walking trail, although it's not really clear in winter where the walking trail begins and where the lake begins. But yeah, there are multiple courses. There is one, the one that I mentioned with the famous view that Judith wasn't really capable of explaining to us, but yeah, that's essentially one. And then there's this one which we are going. They are roughly like 15 minutes is the first one. What are you doing? 15 minutes is the first one. This one is gonna be 20 minutes, and it's kind of like a round way trip, so you can walk around pretty easily. And they also have smelt fishing here. There are a lot of cute birds as well. But you can also do smelt fishing here. I think for 1,100 yen. You are fishing on the ice while sitting on kind of like a box, which is cool. So yeah, we hope we might be able to try that tomorrow if we have time. But for now, let's keep walking. I think this is the forest trail, so I think it should be cool. And yeah, it's around sunset, so the light is really beautiful right now. And Julie is also cold, so let's hurry up. And we are back, so this is gonna be our hotel room for the night. Pretty basic setup, so we got a bed, thankfully, which is nice, because I don't like futons. And then we have the view outside, as you can see. Beautiful nature view. Might be able to maybe see a fox. Fingers crossed. And yeah, right now we are just drying our stuff, because everything, as you might expect, is pretty wet from being outside. And we're also gonna jump into the bath in a second, and then we're gonna have tonight we're gonna have dinner inside here. It's around 1,000 yen per person, so yeah, don't expect too much, but I think it's still gonna be plenty fulfilling. And the problem is, since there's nothing really around, the closest like konbini is around 1.5 kilometers or 1 kilometer away. So yeah, we're just gonna have to make do with what we have here. And there's also gonna be breakfast tomorrow. So yeah, I think I'm just going to end today's video actually here. Just gonna show you the dinner footage, and then tomorrow, as I said, it's gonna be probably wake up call very early to go shoot sunrise again at the lake. And yeah, it's gonna be it for today. As always, stay tuned. Tomorrow we're gonna continue onwards to Hakodate, the most southern big city in Hokkaido. And yeah, we're just gonna stay there for one night, but yeah, it's gonna be in tomorrow's video. And yeah, see you then. Good night.